Hey, it's Scott once again, and I'm coming to you today on the heels of last week's post about Vontae Davis and him retiring at halftime of his NFL football game last week. I'm just a little further down on that hike that I was on with my dog, and actually I have climbed up on a hill. I'm on a road, and you'll see a car coming by. But this, and you're gonna hear this car coming by here in a second. But the point of today's post is about movement and making sure that we continue to move. Always be moving forward as best we can. Sometimes we stop though. And as we continue moving forward, that's kind of the antithesis of what Vontae Davis did last week, isn't it? Because he stopped. But it's okay, I said last week. You're going to quit things at times. It's time to retire. It's time to, take a break, whatever it might be. I just took a stop right there, okay? And now I'm moving again. And that concept of always be moving. My knees bother me a little bit after the climb up the hill. But I think that, a quick rest, a quick stop, and now it's back and I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm going to stop right now just because I want you to just admire what I get to deal with here. So right behind me there, that's the Absaroka Mountains. You can actually see that's I-90 where those vehicles are, those trucks are driving. So any of you who live in along I-90 or have driven on it anywhere across the country know that road. That's where I grew up 5 minutes from that road outside of Chicago, and I live 3 minutes from it now in my town in Montana. Anyway, that's a little sidetrack, but that's the Absaroka Range with the sleeping giant back there. That's the Gallatin Range, the start of the Gallatin Range over there. And if you can see where that kind of right over my ear there, that gap right there, that's where the Yellowstone River cuts through those two mountain ranges coming out of Yellowstone Park. Yellowstone Park's about 50 miles south of us here. And so that's where the Yellowstone comes through. And actually, so there's the Gallatin Range continuing there. Whoops, sorry. And the Yellowstone is right back over my back now, down the hill. Pan down there, you can maybe see a little bit of my town of Livingston down there. And then you'll see the Crazy Mountains in the background back there. And you had seen those in my last video last week because they were behind me on that little channel that I was speaking to you from. But anyway, so that's a whoops. I've circled my dog up and here we go. Anyway, I always like to show you, if that stuff bothers you, sorry, but I'm pretty proud of the place I live and I think that's a good thing. But my point is we got to keep moving. And that's why I keep walking. That's why I keep hiking. That's why I keep working out. The moment we stop, we stagnate. We don't want to stagnate. We want to always have forward movement. And you can take that and apply it metaphorically to thinking and to, making sure you're constantly moving forward in terms of your learning and in terms of your reading and in terms of your understanding. So while I got to keep moving here to keep my legs workable and my heart workable, we all got to do that. We also got to all keep moving forward to keep our minds workable and our lives workable. So anyway, some message obviously for us who are older, but our kids need to hear that message from us. Keep moving and keep trying to keep moving forward. You'll often hear people say, if you aren't moving, you're actually falling behind. If you're just standing still, you're falling behind, and that's true. Others are moving forward. What are you doing to help move yourself forward? Yeah, I've had my share of posts about resting and relaxation and needing to take a break. Absolutely. That's why I did that a couple times there. Right before I turned this on, I had a little break for the dog. She's a little older too, and she needed a break in the shade. And now we're heading down the hill. We're going to get down to the Yellowstone. That's it down there. We'll go down there and let her have a little bit of a drink. She sometimes likes to possibly get down in the water a little bit and let her cool off, although she's not the water dog I thought she'd be. Anyway, so we'll take a quick break and then we'll continue on down the trail, which is down that hill and in those trees over there. That's where I spoke to you from last last week. So anyway, actually it was earlier today, but you had the post last week. So anyway, I hope you're okay with these on the move ones. I know the camera gets a little jiggly in that, and you know, I kind of focus on some other things, but I hope you're okay, because I love bringing these to you. Like I said, I got these beautiful days, these beautiful weather days. I got to take advantage of them. So anyway, let me know what you think about the concept of continually moving ahead, continually keeping on the move, and scroll down, leave a comment, and we'll talk to you next week.